The day I saw my grandma again. Hi, my name is Supath. I live in London, UK, and when I came to Nepal in 2023, I finally had the chance to see my grandma again, after 16 long years, the first time since 2007. And to be honest, I had no idea what to expect, but looking back at it, that visit became one of the most meaningful chapters of my life. Since then, it's been a blessing to reconnect with her and to understand more about her, my mother, my own childhood, the story of where I came from, my roots, all through her eyes. I remember the drive to her house in that morning. There was excitement and nervousness sitting heavy in my chest. I guess there's no right or wrong way to feel in a moment like that. It really is whatever you feel at that moment. I found myself subconsciously rehearsing what I'd say or do when I saw her. Maybe it was anxiety, maybe anticipation, probably both. This was going to be my first time meeting her as an adult. I mean, what do you even say to someone you haven't met and barely spoke for the last 16 years? How do you start the conversation? Is it going to be awkward? Will she feel let down by how long it's been since we last spoke? Is she going to feel hurt and abandoned because I stayed away for so long? How do you begin to explain the absence? All these thoughts flooded my mind as the moment of meeting her drew close. And then I saw her. Standing there in the balcony waiting for us to arrive. She was just like I remembered, but a bit smaller, older, but still very much her. She looked at me for a second like she was piecing things together. Then she smiled, the same smile that welcomed me as a kid when I used to visit Mama Garfadase. I didn't record the moment I saw her as I wanted to be fully present, but I hope my words give you a sense of what it felt like. We then spent the rest of the day just hanging out at her house before heading to Saura for dinner. That evening we took what ended up being our first ever selfie together, and I actually got it tattooed on my arm a few months later. I ended up staying for a few more days before heading back to Kathmandu to prepare for a trek. The goodbye was hard, but I promised her I'd be back again, and next time I'd stay for much longer. Since that first visit, I've been to Chitwan about 4 times over the last 18 months. I haven't stayed for a month last April in the scorching 38 degrees heat. But still, I love Chitwan. It feels like my second home. Maybe it always was. I absolutely love spending time with my grandma and just have her around me. Some days we'd sit in silence and that'd be enough. She doesn't say much, but something about being around her feels grounding to me. She still worries if I've eaten or if I'm sleeping well, even though I feel like I'm supposed to be the one that's looking after her now. And I also met one of her friends, which was super cute and funny. Every time I leave, I always wonder how many more of these visits I'll get, so I cherish every day I'm in Chitwan. On that note, I do wish my granddad was here with us. He passed away just 4 months before I came to Nepal. It would have been 16 years since I last saw him too, but yeah, such is life. I'm forever grateful for all the moments I've had with my grandma so far. She's the strongest person I know. She's sweet, funny, caring, very practical and full of empathy. What a blessing it is to be in her presence, and most importantly in her life. Mero pyaro 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 aji. Till we meet again. I can't wait. हजुरलाई चितवनको सबभन्दा मनपर्ने कुरा के लाग्छ?
ठिकै सबै थोक ठिकै छ वातावरण ठिकै छ मान्छेहरु पनि ठिकै छ यता कुनाको
चितवनको सबभन्दा मनपर्ने ठाउँ
जहाँ बस्यो हुने हो बाबु यही बसेर आएर यतै रमाइलो लाग्छ जहाँ यही रमाइलो लाग्छ
जहाँ बसे त्यही मनले
यतै उच्च छ के ठाउँ पनि कोही खोलाले लैजाला भन्नु पनि छैन
अनि हजुर ध्यान गर्नुहुन्छ?
ध्यान गर्दिन परमेश्वर पिता परमेश्वरमा जानियो परमेश्वरलाई सम्झियो
यहाँतिर जसको घरमा पनि कुकुरा कि कुकुर हेलो कुकुर हेरेर मात्र बस्छ तिमीहरूको कुकुर हो? कसको कुकुर? उसको नाम लकी हो?
ल खेल ल ल ल ल आइमै नि आउने भयो ल एउटा होला नि खाउ खाने म एउटा
हुन्छ खाइदिन्छु धेरै हुन्छ यस्तो मिठो है तर यो सुई हालेको गुलियो त हाल्नु
खै के त ल हो
I'm gonna try and drive this
Yeah, Charlie.
yeah.
ल टाढा पर्छ होला है खोइ त्यो मास्टर भन्थ्यो कता हो मलाई थाहा
बाख्रा कता छ कस्तो लागिरहेको छ त अझै रमाइलो छ कहाँ माथि आयो है I feel like this rickshaw deserves a shout out for bringing us here.
पहिलाका राजाहरूले यो नेपाल एकीकरण गर्ने बेलामा लडाइँ लड्ने ठाउँ यो जुन यो गढी भनेको
त्यो रातो भएको ठाउँ है तल कस्तो लाग्यो त माथि
पहाडमा कहाँ आयो कहाँ नि चितवन फिलिमबाट उमा हेरे जस्तो छ कति आएर त
आयो अझै ढोगे है मैले हजुरलाई कस्तो छ
ठिकै छ बाबु त्यस्तै हो अन्त खायौ
खाएँ हजुरले
खाएर अघि नै खाएको
हामीले अस्ति भिडियो खिचेको थियौँ नि म त्यता हुँदा म युट्युबमा राख्छु अनि तपाईँलाई पठाउँछु हेर्नुहोस् है म तपाईँलाई सिकाउँछु कसरी हेर्ने भनेर अनि तपाईँ के गर्नुहुन्छ त आज